Hello, this is Tammy C. Walker, owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel for light and love. You can have the life you deserve and desire. This is my podcast version, and I like to do this because it's accessible quickly and I can get information out to you quickly. I do have some other videos that I want to work on. I'm doing the NACA process for a home, to purchase a home. And I had my first intake on the 21st. I was going to say March 31st, which isn't even here. March 21st, and it went extremely well. So that video, I have to really explain it. I'll have to do my PowerPoint to really get that out. But I wanted to do that video so I can encourage other home buyers that it does work, but you got to do your work. Also, I must do a video on family therapy. That's something my sister suggested, and I know it's much needed. So those will both probably, well, they will for sure be on camera. But anyhow, March 25th, this is the birthday of my little great nephew Micah, who turns 5. He is just hilarious and so much fun to be around. I get to see him when I get my hair done every other weekend, and just a joy. All my nieces and nephews are. I'm just a blessed lady. Alrighty, so today we want to talk about the answer lies within. I'm coming to you again. I'm on a roll here with the beautiful Iyanla Vanzant's book, Acts of Faith. And for March 25th, it is always there. Whenever we need an answer, it is there. No matter what the situation, our higher self knows exactly what is best for us. It is not a political, social, or intellectual self. It is the core of our being. No matter how long it's been since we consciously communicated with it, the power within us remains steady. 2 o'clock on a Saturday morning, it's there. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, we've got the power. At the break of day or nightfall, we are guided and protected. There is within a source of light that does not keep a schedule, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It works overtime all the time. It doesn't matter whether were in church last Sunday or if we haven't been since whenever. If ever, the spirit within is there for us always. We just have to acknowledge it, praise it, thank it, and know everything is all right now. And it closes by saying the spirit is the one and only active power in my life. So a reflection, if you journal, how does the love of spirit make you feel? And a second part, how does the feeling of love sustain you? All righty, I have a few things to say. It started out, whenever we need an answer, it is there. Many times we go to family and friends saying, what should I do? Especially like with relationship situations. That's the main one where people want to talk to others. It becomes so confusing, so chaotic, and you end up in a bigger mess than what you started. If you're having relationship woes, or it's red flags or doubts, there are a few things that could be going on. If it's early on, if it's later on, doesn't matter when. Sometimes we know that, hey, I'm not matched up with the right person. Or we know we deserve better and we're accepting subpar treatment. There's no need to ask this friend, that friend, this family member, because they're going to go into high velocity panic mode and tell you to break up with that person. And sometimes they could be right. However, when you listen to others, it murks up your own vision. It clouds up your own mind. The answers lie within. You know what you should do. I always know what I should do most of the time. And yes, I do it as well. I may ask a friend sometimes different things, but I can't go to many friends. My uncle told me something so powerful. He said, Tammy, don't talk to a lot of people about your breakup because they're going to put their fear on you and they are going to give you what happened to them. I've been in a lot of relationships, short term and a couple long, but I had to learn to not put my mouth on people. Even when I see they're with someone that probably is not the best match for them, as long as the person isn't abusing them, to my knowledge, I kind of don't say much. Unless they ask, Tammy, what would you do? And that's when I may say, well, this happened to me before and this is what I did. Be aware and be careful when you put your mouth on people. I'm even learning when it comes to their kids. Someone can complain to you about their child, a grown child, teen child, but if you make a comment, they're going to give you a funny look or snap back. So why are people talking anyway half the time? Because they don't want to hear the feedback. I know I don't. Very thin skin when it comes to my love life. So I learned to be a little bit more private. And it's not only relationship stuff, it's like your career stuff, your business ideas. Don't go asking 20 people what to do, especially with business. Quite a few people are just doing 9-to-5s or the standard job. They're not going to be able to give you advice about having your own business if they haven't experienced it. Why are we asking people for answers that haven't even took the walk? You know what to do. You're smart. You're intelligent. You can figure it all out. And sometimes when you're stumped or it's causing you anxiety or depression, you know what I'm going to tell you to do, EAP provider, therapist. Therapy is not just for the depressed. It could be when you're having a tough time. That's what we're here for. All of my clients aren't depressed. Sometimes they may be going through a breakup or a divorce or just having a tough time and they need support. And they'll say, I don't feel comfortable talking to a lot of people. I just needed a neutral party. And it really does work. So don't shy away from, reaching out to an EAP provider. We are human too. We're funny. We're kind. And we're just there to support you. That's why I always push that. Also, many years ago, I used to be depressed and anxious. And I went to, like back in the day, Borders Books. So now Barnes & Noble. But I used to go to the bookstore and hang out in the self-help aisle. And I would stay there for a couple of hours and just reading through books about depression or how to be successful. It really did wonders for me. So you can help yourself. You don't have to ask many other people. As the book states, winter, summer, spring, or fall, we've got the power. At the break of day or nightfall, we are guided and protected. And how does the love of the Spirit make you feel? Oh my goodness, you all. The love of the Spirit, it gives me peace. It gives me joy. Recently, I became upset at work. I'm dealing with some tough personalities. I don't even know how to explain it. Some young teens that are dealing with heavy things at home, and they bring it into the classroom. Me being an introvert, extrovert, empath, I pick up on all the energy. And it's a long story, but it was kind of upsetting because Monday I was off work. Tuesday I went in and it was like it just disrupted me. I can't describe it, but I became almost like down from picking up on a lot of bad energy. And I had to turn to the Spirit and I began to sing. I have a classroom to myself unless my students are in there, and I was like on a break. I began to sing. I began to talk to God. I played a gospel song. and it passed on by, and I began to feel calm again. So, how does the love of spirit make me feel? Protected. How does the feeling of love sustain you? Oh my goodness. I had something so sweet happen. My little Micah, and you all know kids do not like to share. And this is, he was 4. He just turned 5 today. And his mom bought him some Chick-fil-A. And he got his waffle fries. And he ran over to me and he said, "This is for my TT Tammy." And it just made me so happy. And I was thinking about that at home. And I was like, a little 4-year-old thinks enough of me to run to me and give me a waffle fry. I know that's minor to you all. I do not have kids, so my nieces and nephews are my kids. But just to be shown love from a 4-year-old, or from my 3-year-old nephew to play with me, which he was kind of shy when he was like 1 or 2. Now that he's 3, he's more open to playing with us. But it's just a blessing to get love from Micah. And a couple of weeks ago, I was with my god auntie, who's 93, who always shows me love. She made me meatloaf. She always makes me meatloaf, and then she'll make me mashed potatoes and broccoli. And then she'll always bake some cookies. And that's just so beautiful to be shown love. God is good. God is love. And even here on YouTube, I have some of the most sweetest people that come to this channel and show me love. And I always shout out Simplistic Motivation, because she shares my information and my content. And if you ever want to be inspired, we kind of started out around the same time, but her channel has blown up. And it's because of her diligence, her hard work, but also the love that she pours into her channel and into others. So I just got to shout out my girl all the time. What about you? Do you feel like you have the answer? You do. Journal it out. One thing that I do, if I have a big, not even a problem or something I want to do, buy a new truck. I remember before I bought this truck I studied the different trucks that I wanted. Maybe I do too much, you all. But this is how I do stuff. If I want to buy a house, I'm going to take my time. I don't rush into stuff like that. I remember wanting to go back to school. I took like a good year to really study which school was best for me, get all my finances and stuff together. And this is what I do. So how do you solve your problems or make big decisions? Write it out, pros and cons. Do your research. But the answer always lies within. You don't have to ask a bunch of people. I hope something I said helped. And please slap that like button and subscribe to my channel. I have a new person subscribed to my channel from Cambodia. Hope I said that right. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so beautiful to have anyone on this channel. Have yourself a beautiful day. God bless you all. Thank you all so much for your kindness. Bye-bye.